Jesus turned water into wine, walked on water, and raised the dead. But what if these miracles were more than just supernatural events? What if they were demonstrations of universal laws that govern our reality? Today, we're going to explore how Jesus' life and teachings align perfectly with the 7 Hermetic principles, ancient wisdom that explains the very nature of our existence. Prepare to see the Gospels in a whole new light. Have you ever wondered if there's more to Jesus' teachings than meets the eye? A hidden treasure map of spiritual wisdom waiting to be discovered? Throughout history, wisdom seekers have sensed that within familiar stories lie deeper truths, universal principles that transcend time and culture. As we explore the life and teachings of Jesus, we're confronted with a fascinating challenge: decoding ancient spiritual messages that speak to the very nature of our existence. It's as if the Gospels are encrypted with a cosmic cipher, inviting us to look beyond the surface and uncover profound insights about reality itself. This idea of universal truths scattered throughout religious texts isn't new. In fact, many spiritual traditions share striking similarities, hinting at a common source of wisdom: the Hermetic principles, ancient teachings that explain the fundamental laws of the universe, offer an intriguing lens through which we can view Jesus' words and actions. But how do we begin to unravel these hidden truths? It starts with opening our minds to new possibilities, questioning our assumptions, and looking at familiar stories with fresh eyes. As we do, we start to see patterns emerge, echoes of universal wisdom that resonate across time and culture. The first of these universal principles is the principle of mentalism. This foundational concept suggests that the all is mind, the universe is mental. It's a profound idea that aligns perfectly with one of Jesus' most powerful teachings. Remember when he said, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains"? This isn't just a metaphor. It's a key to understanding the very nature of reality. But how exactly does this principle manifest in Jesus' words and actions? And what does it mean for our own spiritual journey? As we continue our exploration, we'll uncover how this ancient wisdom can transform our understanding of Jesus' miracles and teachings, revealing a deeper, more profound message than we ever imagined. As above, so below. This cryptic phrase has echoed through the ages, hinting at a hidden order to the cosmos. But what if Jesus knew this secret all along? His ability to calm storms and heal the sick takes on new meaning when viewed through the lens of cosmic correspondence. Are you ready to see his miracles in a whole new light? The principle of correspondence suggests that there's a profound connection between the spiritual and physical realms, between the cosmic and the mundane. It's a concept that challenges our traditional understanding of Jesus' supernatural acts. What if these weren't just divine interventions, but demonstrations of a universal law that governs all of creation? Consider the storm on the Sea of Galilee. When Jesus spoke to the wind and waves, commanding them to be still, was he merely asserting his divine authority? Or was he aligning himself with the very fabric of reality, bringing harmony between the turmoil above and the chaos below? This idea of microcosm and macrocosm appears throughout Jesus' parables. When he speaks of the kingdom of heaven being like a mustard seed, he's not just using a clever metaphor. He's revealing a fundamental truth about the nature of reality, that the smallest seed contains within it the pattern of the entire universe. The historical context of Jesus' time adds another layer to this understanding. The blending of Hellenistic thought and Jewish mysticism emphasized the interconnectedness of all things. This suggests that Jesus' teachings were rooted in a broader spiritual framework, one that recognized the unity of existence. As we peel back these layers, we begin to see Jesus not just as a miracle worker, but as a master of cosmic harmony. His actions demonstrate a profound understanding of the universe's underlying structure. He doesn't break the laws of nature. He works in perfect alignment with them. This perspective invites us to reconsider our own place in the cosmos. If Jesus could manifest such harmony between the spiritual and physical realms, what potential lies dormant within each of us? How might our understanding of prayer, faith, and personal transformation shift if we viewed them through this lens of correspondence? As we continue our exploration, we'll discover how this principle of cosmic mirroring connects to an even more fundamental aspect of reality, the power of vibration. Are you prepared to feel the resonance of creation itself? Have you ever felt a shiver run down your spine at the sound of a powerful voice? Now imagine a voice so potent it could command the laws of nature. Jesus' ability to calm storms and raise the dead might not be about breaking the rules of reality, but about mastering its underlying rhythm. What if the secret to his miracles was hidden in plain sight, in the vibrations of his words? The principle of vibration suggests that everything in the universe is in constant motion, even what appears solid to our eyes. This ancient wisdom aligns perfectly with Jesus' actions and words, revealing a deep awareness of the energetic nature of reality. When we look at his miracles through this lens, we begin to see them not as violations of natural law, but as masterful manipulations of energy. Consider the moment Jesus calmed the storm on the Sea of Galilee. His command, "Peace, be still," wasn't just a display of divine authority. It was a precise modulation of energy, bringing harmony to the chaotic vibrations of wind and waves. His words carried a frequency powerful enough to shift the very fabric of nature. Jesus' healing miracles take on new meaning when viewed through the principle of vibration. Illness and suffering can be seen as manifestations of lower vibrational states. By infusing individuals with the higher frequencies of love, compassion, and faith, Jesus was able to restore balance and health. His touch and his words weren't just symbolic gestures, they were conduits for transformative energy. Remember the raising of Lazarus? When Jesus called out with a loud voice, he wasn't just speaking, he was channeling a vibration charged with divine energy, powerful enough to reignite the life force in a body that had ceased to move. This demonstrates the profound truth that our words and intentions are not idle. They are forces capable of affecting physical reality. As we contemplate these ideas, we're drawn to a startling possibility. Could the science behind faith be rooted in the power of vibration? Jesus taught that faith as small as a mustard seed could move mountains. Perhaps this wasn't metaphorical, but a literal description of how focused thought and intention can reshape our world. This understanding invites us to reconsider our own spiritual practices. Prayer, meditation, and affirmations take on new significance when we recognize them as tools for aligning our personal vibrations with higher frequencies. We're not just going through motions, we're actively participating in the energetic dance of the universe. As we continue our journey, we'll explore how this principle of vibration connects to an even deeper truth, the balance of opposites. Are you ready to see how light and shadow dance in divine harmony within Jesus' teachings? We've been taught to see good and evil as eternal enemies. But what if Jesus knew a secret that turns this idea on its head? His words hint at a profound truth. Opposites aren't just connected, they're two sides of the same divine reality. This insight aligns perfectly with the Hermetic principle of polarity, which teaches that everything has its pair of opposites. But these opposites aren't truly separate. They're different degrees of the same thing. When we apply this principle to Jesus' teachings, we uncover a depth and nuance that challenges our traditional black and white view of morality. Consider Jesus' words in Matthew 20:16, "The last shall be first, and the first last." At first glance, this statement seems paradoxical, but through the lens of polarity, we see it as a revelation of the divine cycle, where opposites are constantly shifting and transforming into one another. Jesus often emphasized that humility leads to greatness and that life emerges from death. These teachings aren't just poetic metaphors, they're invitations to embrace both extremes of life's spectrum, leading us towards spiritual wholeness. By accepting both joy and suffering, strength and weakness, we align ourselves with the fullness of existence. Perhaps one of Jesus' most cryptic sayings becomes clearer through this understanding. In Luke 9:24, he states, "For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for my sake will save it." This isn't a call for self-destruction, but a profound insight into the nature of reality. True life, Jesus suggests, is found through the death of our ego and our attachment to the material world. As we contemplate these ideas, we begin to see Jesus not just as a moral teacher, but as a guide to transcending duality itself. He invites us to move beyond the simplistic labels of good and evil, to recognize the divine harmony present in all aspects of life. This perspective doesn't negate the importance of ethical behavior, but it deepens our understanding of the cosmic dance we're all part of. As we conclude our journey through the Hermetic principles and Jesus' teachings, we're left with a profound realization. These ancient truths aren't just philosophical concepts, but living wisdom that can transform our lives. By viewing Jesus' message through this lens, we uncover layers of meaning that resonate deeply with our modern quest for understanding. But this knowledge isn't meant to remain abstract. How might our lives change if we truly embrace these principles? Imagine approaching each day with the awareness that your thoughts shape reality, that you're intimately connected to the cosmic order, and that apparent opposites are actually unified. This shift in perspective has the power to revolutionize our relationships, our work, and our inner world. As Richard Rohr reminds us, all truth is God's truth. This invites us to look beyond the boundaries of tradition and seek wisdom wherever it may be found. Perhaps the greatest gift of this exploration is the recognition that divine wisdom isn't distant or separate from us. It's woven into the very fabric of our being. So, dear seekers, I leave you with this question. If Jesus demonstrated these universal laws in action, what untapped potential lies within each of us? How might we step into our own divine nature and become channels for transformative love and wisdom in the world? Thank you for joining us on this journey into forgotten wisdom. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into uncovering hidden truths. Stay curious, keep seeking the truth, and remember, an open mind is the key to unlocking life's greatest mysteries. See you in the next video.